This is the East Park Podcast. We in first place, the mother shows in last. Got the question of the week coming at you fast. Alcohol on deck, pour me up a glass. We be sounding pretty funny. Laugh until you cramping, you can feel it in your tummy. Shows every week, gotta keep them on deck. Talking hella trash, but with all due respect. We got Kai, Zay, and Chad. Get into the topics like they're getting to the bag. Thank you for your time. Now please sit back and relax. The show's about to start. Turn the volume to the max.
Wow, I just realized the camera was recording that entire time.
Dude, all of the videos that you give me, they all have like an extra little bit after we stop recording. I'm thinking about putting them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be funny.
That'd be dope.
A little collage of us like decompressing.
Like the afterwards,
yeah.
or the before.
We're so lively and shit like that.
You know when we stop and we're like, that was dope.
Yeah. What's up, guys? This is the East Park Podcast. My name is Xavier. You didn't know I was recording.
I didn't know you were recording.
Wait, we're starting right now.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yep.
I like it. I like a casual start.
My name is Xavier.
My name is Xavier.
My name's also Xavier.
Which one's the real Xavier?
I'm just
you
kidding.
won't know.
To my right and your left is...
Xavier.
Oh my God. That's Kylie. That's fucking Mike on the mic.
What is going on? It's Mike on the mic chat.
God
Back
damn
at
it.
it again.
Back at it again.
Back
he
at it
said.
again.
Back at it again.
Dude,
This
I could be like a
episode...
little auctioneer guy. I didn't realize I could talk that fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Damn.
It was pretty fast. It's episode 43. As we creep closer into a year of this podcast, it's pretty dope. If you see me looking down, I'm kind of like directing the podcast as we're like sitting here. So I'm gonna try to utilize the screen finally, and then try to make this podcast better. Try to playing with some stuff a little bit to work our way into the future here.
Nice.
We got a lot of shit to talk about this week.
This week was wild.
So
dude.
much shit.
A lot of weird and sad shit.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Unfortunately. Fucking.
Can we talk about how shit January has been?
Dude, you're not kidding.
Yeah, I mean, only thing that's
Like-
been good about it is the weather, and that's not saying much coming from living in Ohio. It just hasn't snowed much, like at all, for it to be like bad outside.
And if it has, it like hasn't stuck.
Yeah.
Like nothing, no good sled riding weather.
I think it like
we had like a day or
Yes.
maybe two, and then it was gone.
it was definitely 2, because I remember looking over at the hill down the street and like seeing some like people sledding or whatever, and like I'm thinking like, oh shit, it's time to go sledding, and then like a day later it was all gone, like dead ass.
It's even rained a few times. Like not even snow.
I'll take it.
Hey, it is better than snow. I don't
I'll
like
take it.
snow at all.
I'll take it.
I love global warming.
I mean, it does have its ups and downs. I mean, like, yeah, we're gonna die, but we're enjoying it while we're here, right?
I don't know about that.
Why
Summers
not?
are hotter and winters are hot.
You're
I see-
enjoying. I'm not enjoying life right now.
That's why.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Jesus, you're
That was
depressed.
so
I
like-
told you that like this month has been hard, man.
Dude,
Just a lot of shit.
the whole month of January made 2019 seem like it was
yeah,
instead
right.
of ass.
Right.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because like January has been so shitty, it makes 2019 look like it was
Yeah, just like so much shit is happening. Just
I didn't
like
think 2019 was that bad.
What?
I
thought a lot of bad shit happened.
I
Dude,
had a
Juice
really
died in
rough
2019.
year. Huh?
I was depressed.
I had a really rough year.
in 19.
Yeah.
Really?
2018
Where
was
the
my
fuck was I?
year.
It got me, dude. I mean, it was like in the on the news stuff that happened in 2019. It was pretty bad. That's like my perspective. Like me personally, I was chilling, dude. But like
Kylie's over here. Yeah, like I was fully depressed during 19.
I was.
I was depressed one time, 2019. Rip
yeah.
Juice WRLD. We'll see you in the next life. What?
Aw. Sad.
That's that all that sucks. I mean, like fucking going through a whole year of like losing people, and then you start off the year and next year and same thing.
Same
shit.
thing.
Same shit.
It was a crazy thing too. Like
So
we'll talk about it later.
I mean, we can jump right into
Oh, we're
it.
jumping right into it.
Yeah.
A fucking helicopter crash.
Bro, I mean, well, it kind of does have to do with like the weekly recap because I feel like it like affected everybody in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If
So
you haven't heard, you're living under a rock.
yeah.
Have to be.
Have to be.
What a legend. Dude.
So me and Kylie were sitting like in the media room,
yeah.
watching like YouTube videos. Like
Just
we're
chilling.
Just watching YouTube
Yeah.
videos. I was
Yeah.
scrolling on Facebook, and I scrolled down, and I saw my ex's mom.
Damn, that's a great source of new
Yeah.
news.
shared this article, and it was like Kobe dead at 41, and I was like,
Jesus.
I thought it was like a sick joke at first, and I was like,
TMZ killed Lil Wayne.
I remember that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
But,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, TMZ was. When was that?
a while
2
ago.
years ago.
A while ago.
You
Some
think?
years ago.
Oh, okay. Was it when he
I
had
don't
that
remember
seizure?
that.
I don't know
Or
if it was when
whatever?
the seizure, but I know that there was a good. I know that there was. I don't know if that was when it was. It could have been. Or it could have not. I don't know.
I feel like it was, but I don't know. TMZ like years ago like came out and said like Lil Wayne was dead,
I don't
and he
remember
obviously
that.
is
Did he?
not.
Obviously
yeah.
not. I mean, look at him now. He's partnered with an American Eagle.
I think that's been a thing.
What?
Yeah, it happened a while ago. But
I
it's
didn't
been-
know that.
Yeah, he partnered with American Eagle, and personally, I don't like his.
Yeah, this is
I
my
don't
new
like
style for the
shit, that's
microphone
really
right here.
weird.
Off to the side
Ooh,
and like tilt it down a little bit.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I might need to get that shit right now.
But while Kylie adjusts, so I kind of turn it to the side. Yep. And then you got to make sure you twist your microphone in it to make sure the direction of the microphone's still facing you.
Like this,
Yeah.
but
But I have it at a whole like angle.
like that.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
Oh
It's looking
yeah.
Cool over there.
Should I try?
Looking
Hey,
cool.
it's
We
the way to
doing the
go.
things.
The way to go. Can yours do it? Is
Yeah,
yours
it should
the
be
same?
able to.
Yeah, tilt it backwards. No, yep, the silver part. Tilt
Oh,
that backwards. Yep.
Oh.
No, wait, hold on. We're going
got
through
me.
technical
You got
difficulties. Damn it, hold on. So put this back
oh,
like
like
that,
way back.
and then tilt that.
Oh, I see. And then tighten this. I see what you
Oh.
mean. Yeah.
Zay's playing with Chad's microphone. If you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Kiss my ass, Kylie.
How's that? And then tilt her back a bit.
Yeah,
Put her
yeah.
right up on your mouth. You know.
I like it.
Kylie, I'm about to vote you off the island here.
No, you ain't.
So yeah.
No, you ain't.
Kylie was sitting there and she fucking read the fucking
News
article
article
or
to
whatever.
me.
to me.
To me. To
Zay-
you.
Yeah, Zay. And I literally was like, "Fuck out of here, dog." No,
Yeah,
you-
there's no way you'd believe that.
I'm like,
shit.
"What?"
Like, of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing he said. Fuck out of here. That's literally what he said. And
Fuck
I was
outta
like,
here.
no, like, because I saw multiple people sharing it, and I was like, no, I think it's real. And yeah, can we just talk about TMZ for a second? Like, fuck TMZ for that, man.
What TMZ do?
Puts
just-
the story out before his family even knew, basically.
Dude.
Like, come on, I know that's your job, but for real.
Have some
2020.
have some respect.
2020 is the year I
Exactly.
try to see things on the both sides of the fence, and we shouldn't expect anything more or less out of
Yeah,
TMZ.
I mean, that is true. Media is kind of
Fucked.
shit.
especially nowadays.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
everybody, and it got so bad that where people were like just putting any story out. Like, there's another basketball player and like actor named Rick Fox
Yeah.
that used to play with on the Lakers or whatever. And there was a news outlet in like Florida that said he was also on the plane. I mean, on the helicopter.
Who-
And that turned out to not be true.
It was Kobe, his daughter,
Two
a
of his
baseball
daughter,
coach,
a baseball coach.
a baseball coach.
and then his wife, and then his daughter, right?
there was two of Gigi's friends,
Teammates.
teammates,
Yeah,
but
basketball
friends. And then I think each of them had a parent.
I'm not sure.
And then the
I don't
captain.
want to get this wrong.
Yes.
But there was
but-
9.
Yeah, there's
A
not
lot of
missing
people are
people.
like low key blaming the pilot.
That's fucked up, man.
Well-
He died too.
Yeah.
See, the situation is that there was a low amount of disability.
Visibility.
Visibility. This is why you don't fly in the fog or in the smog, as they say. in
Low
LA.
amount of disability. Wow.
There was also a low amount of disability. I think they were all able-bodied people.
I hope so.
I think. I don't know. They're basketball players, so probably.
So, all right, on a non-joking like side, because it's kind of a serious like matter and shit like that. There was a low amount of like visibility, and like California is known for either being like smoggy,
Yeah.
or and it could get like
Okay, I'm sorry. What is smoggy?
The pollution in the air.
air pollution.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus
it's bad.
Christ.
Like, you can literally see it in
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they'll like some days like you'll only be able to see, like, you know how here like when the air is like misty from like rain or
Fog,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's essentially what it's called, fog.
Yeah.
It's like that, but on hot days, it's kind of like an orange haze that's in the air.
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like you'll like wake up one morning, go outside on your balcony. There'll be like literal pollution,
like
things.
dust.
Like I can go like this and white pollution off of my chair outside or something like that.
no.
Yeah, and add the humidity to that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, California's not known to be like a very humid place or whatever, but like
Yeah.
it can get like humid on some days.
I wonder, like, I'm not the helicopter expert, but like, I feel like it's got to take a lot to bring down a helicopter. Like, that's so
No, it didn't
terrifying.
bring it down. Nothing brought it down.
So
I'm about to tell you. I'm going to explain because I read up on it today.
Okay, yeah, do that.
So I think just from the pieces that I were able to like come
Piece
up with or
together.
whatever, the helicopter took off from a location. I'm not sure exactly where that location was. And then it went northwest a little bit, like
Mhm.
more north than west.
Yeah.
And then it circled around the area. And I'm assuming that area that it circled around was probably the area when it started to get like really foggy.
Mhm.
And LA, the police department actually grounded all their helicopters because of the fog in the air. So like they really were like
They were
in a situation where you really shouldn't be flying
you
at
shouldn't
the
be.
time.
Yeah.
But apparently, I mean,
They
Kobe
did
had somewhere to be.
anyways, yeah.
I guess he wasn't really having that,
The traffic
idea
and
or
all that
whatever.
and shit, yeah.
Trust me, like his helicopter was like his main way of traveling.
Weren't
Like,
they going to
damn.
like a thing
Like-
for the girls' basketball? Was it like practice?
He was going
or
to coach that
something?
game.
Oh, the
Jeez.
game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Um,
that's so sad.
And like Kobe would take that helicopter to and from basketball games
Yeah.
on a
And
regular.
you know it's like a well-kept helicopter.
Right.
Like there's no way it's not.
The one thing that helicopters are equipped with though is like a radar to detect how high or low you are from the terrains and the ground and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And his was not equipped with it for whatever reason.
What the hell?
The helicopter I think was made in '91.
Oh.
Just outdated.
Maybe outdated. Maybe I'm not sure. But so they circled around the area for like 15 minutes. Some people say like people that were like kind of like witnessing what was going on or
Yeah.
whatever. And then it flew more northwest, like up into like the Calabasas, like Malibu area, and then it kind of circled back to the south. Like there's a thing online where you can track like flights and their directions and stuff like that, and
Okay.
helicopters, anything that's in the
So
sky.
yeah.
It's like recorded as far as like the FAA and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like they know that it's in the air. They record where the flight goes and stuff, and then it takes like a little curve, like a hook back, like kind of south,
Okay.
and then that's where it just disappears.
What the fuck?
So what I'm thinking is that he got to a patch where he realized that the
It was
fog was
bad.
too thick to fly through or whatever, and
Wanted to turn around and.
I think the circles in the air that he was taking was them kind of like buying time because you can't just land a helicopter
Right.
anywhere. Like
Mm-hmm.
there aren't just fucking free helipads like just sitting around and shit for you to like emergency land or whatever. And so I think what was going on is he was circling around to kind of try to find a way to like either wait for the fog to thin up or whatever, or to maybe like get some like direction of where he wanted to go or whatever.
Okay.
If like he was able to piece some shit together or whatever. But then like I guess it just kind of all went wrong. There's no reports of like any like mechanical issues that happened or anything like that. So I mean the whole thing is like completely like a tragic situation. I couldn't close my mouth for like 10 minutes.
It was. Oh.
And we're flipping through the channels and like I'm trying to see if the shit's real,
Yeah.
because I don't believe anything on Facebook until I
Yeah, I
find
mean-
3 more things that says the same thing. Like I swear to God.
And it was scary because Facebook was on it, but then like you flipped to the news channels and ESPN.
It was like a
and
delay,
everything.
like
They
a
weren't
fat ass
even,
delay.
like,
No
that
one
shit.
Yeah.
was talking
Yeah.
about it. Like no one.
How?
For a good maybe, I'm gonna say a good 15-20 minutes, there was nobody talking about it.
What?
And we're like, what the fuck? Like, is this real?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? And then
Well,
finally,
maybe they had to like verify that it
Yeah.
was.
No, I will say this. We turned to CNN.
Yeah.
Because I was literally flipping through like any news channel that like I could possibly like think that would talk about this.
Yeah.
ESPN wasn't on it. I think they were playing like Pro Bowl stuff. Like their other ESPN channels were playing like sporting events from like the past and like today. Well, that day. And then I flipped to CNN and they actually said that there was a helicopter crash
But they didn't
But
know who was in it.
they didn't know who the fuck it was involved. They didn't know what was going on. They just knew that the story was developing or whatever. And I think that they had an idea of who it was, and that's why, because like shit happens all the time, and they don't just cut breaking news for everything
For like
that
every
happens.
little thing.
But I think they knew that the story was related to Kobe Bryant, so they wanted to go ahead and start like
working it up or whatever.
working the fucking story up or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then once they confirmed who it was or whatever, that's when they started like kind of getting the details and stuff out. And then I flipped over to ESPN, bro, and like that's when shit like it kind of really sets in, because you got all these different athletes and stuff like that, and just like, you know, reputable people and stuff, and
like
like
putting out
calling
their
in
prayers
and
and all that.
bro, it was sad as fuck.
It was.
It was sad as shit.
Shit, literally, like, we were, like, just sick to our stomach.
Yeah.
Just, like,
She wanted to go, like, because we planned on Sunday being our day to, like, you know, spend time together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we wanted to play, like, the Wii and shit. And I had such a hard time, like, pulling myself away from the TV that she actually ended up playing the Wii for a good maybe, like, 45 minutes by herself before I, like, joined her.
because, like, I can't, like, when a thing like that happens, like, I can't, like, bask in it for too long, or I like actually start to get depressed. So I had to like remove myself, because I was like, I can feel myself like
getting to that point.
getting
I
there.
gotcha.
Like, it was bad.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks because, I mean, I like personally for not trying to make this like about any individual here or anything like that, but like personally for me, like Kobe meant a lot to me because I grew up loving basketball, and like in middle school and high school, we used to play like basketball at lunch, and like, you know, when I was on like teams and stuff like that, like, you know, you would have their favorite players like being Kobe and stuff like that. My favorite player being LeBron, and we would treat our little one-on-ones like we were those two playing like in real NBA games and shit. And obviously, you know, if anybody's ever touched a basketball, you've always done the countdown from like 5 and like take your shot and stuff like that. And I know me and my friend Joel, we would like literally be playing on a sheet of ice at my old house, and like he would always wear if he wasn't wearing LeBron's, he was wearing Kobe's. Like, and I hated him for it, man. I was like, yo, like, I don't understand why you like Kobe, but it wasn't such a thing where I was like, I hate him as a human.
Yeah.
I hate him because he wasn't LeBron.
I got you.
And at the end of the day, like, he was from what I hear from people, he was the type of person that always like demanded your respect. He didn't take no for an answer. He was a super, super hard worker, what he did and everything like that. Me and Kylie talked about last night. He did have some controversial moments in his life and everything like that. I was about
to bring that up.
But like, the one thing that I do appreciate about like the world we live in today is that we're able to recognize. I may have not liked him as a basketball player.
Yeah.
But I understood that he was still a great, like one of the best fucking dudes to ever pick up a basketball. And I respected him for that still.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you just see like people in LA, they got a trash can in the middle of the floor. I mean, on outside the Staples Arena.
Yeah. And
they're just throwing like
fucking
paper balls into it.
Like the man had a whole like meme, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Kobe.
Yeah, exactly. And there's just like a group of people surrounding this trash can, tossing paper balls into the trash can because like he had that kind of impact on like just people's everyday, like nonchalantly just throwing shit. Kobe, like.
And that's crazy because like he played like in LA for 20 plus years, and it's like he had such an effect that like people in my grade school, like in Akron, like 2,000. Probably more than that, 2,000 miles from LA, are Kobeing garbage into the trash can.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy the effect that he had. Like,
that's worldwide.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's like just such a small, like, little tribute to like his basketball career.
Right.
Which, like, I know there's controversy, and like you don't want to be the person to like bring it up after the man like literally just died, because that's fucked up in a way.
People will hate on you for that.
People will definitely hate on you.
I was seeing like comments. I forgot who it was, but somebody brought it up, and the comments were horrendous.
Oh yeah.
There was a comedian that
was it like Miranda or something like that?
I don't know who it was. I don't want to give the fucking dude a chance even for somebody to Google his name. But there was a comedian that like posted a video like on the same day as him dying.
Yeah.
Like saying, there may be a lot of bad things going on, but one good thing or something like that. And this is not verbatim, like whatever.
Ew.
This is like just me putting it together. There may be a lot of good things going on. I mean, a lot of bad things going on, but one good thing is the fact that a rapist is dead now or whatever.
Dude.
And then he was just like cheering it on and stuff like that. And it's like
That's just
That's
so
just
disgusting.
that's messed up.
yeah, it's almost psychopathic. Like,
Psychopathic
It's- yeah.
tendencies
Yeah.
out here, dude.
That's a sociopath for sure. And also, like, you can't dismiss a person's life based
didn't-
on one thing
Yeah.
that they did. Like, and that's coming from me. Like, I'm like super feminist, super like, just, like, you know me, whatever. But
super pro women.
pro women
basically,
for sure. But you also have to take into consideration like everything that he's ever done in his life. Like, yeah, that's like a very like fucked up part of his life, but at the same time it's like how much he did for like women's basketball and like the WNBA. Like,
And I feel like
he did more single-handedly for the WNBA than any other individual like on the planet. Like,
I feel like life has a way of like the things that you do wrong in your life has a way of saying like, all right, now this is what you get to do, making up for it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did that, and there's a whole like thing of him apologizing on
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he worked harder and harder after that to like
Well,
almost
see,
like
my thing is that like
renew himself.
when-
Yeah.
like in my mind, I think that all right, if I go and spend 18 out of 20 years of my life, well, not even say 18. I'm gonna say 18 out of like 26 of my life years, like living,
yeah.
cheating on women.
Okay.
I feel like life is gonna be like, all right, well, now I'm gonna give you all daughters.
Oh, it's like karma.
Yeah. So now you get to feel what it's like to have to
Be empathetic towards a
to
woman.
women, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of how life treated Kobe. Is that
Kobe. Whatever his name is.
he did what he did,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like as a way of life, kind of like
Not
you
getting
know,
back at him, but like
using it as a teachable moment for him going forward, giving him three daughters, four daughters, and putting him in the position where now he's almost he was the damn near like the advocate for like women's basketball, like trying to like put it on the map and not put it on the map, but trying to make it bigger than what it is.
Bigger, yeah.
And in a way, I think that's kind of like
it says a lot, I think.
for him to be able to stick with it and not kind of push it away.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like he recognized what he did wrong. He's trying to make up for it.
Yeah. Also, like, can we? I'm gonna backtrack for like half a second. I was in 2003 when the rap.
Jesus Christ,
When
don't
the-
pick on me anymore.
When the
Disability.
rape accusation came forward for him in 2003, I was 5. I literally didn't know that happened. Like, so, like, backtracking.
Right there with you.
Like, I literally didn't know that was a thing until Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I brought it up to my mom and had a conversation with her about it. She didn't know that was a thing. Half of the people in my class didn't know that was a thing because that's where I learned that was a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy what time can do. And it's not a bad thing that he's done so much good since then that people have literally forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you also have to take into consideration, like, the victim. Like
they
he's
haven't
done.
forgotten about
Yeah,
it.
she definitely hasn't forgotten about it.
Right.
Like, I'm sure she's still suffering. So I have, like, her in my heart right now. I have the whole family in my heart right now. Vanessa, his wife.
I mean, you also
all
gotta,
his kids. Like, Jesus Christ, it's so sad.
You also got to take in consideration that, like, now that his name's back up in the news articles and stuff like that, the victim is probably like maybe having some
re-traumatized.
like some
Absolutely.
PTSD or whatever, and hopefully she's found a way to kind of like
Cope.
yeah, and be able to move on, not so much move on, but like, because I hate when people say some like move on from something that like traumatized you or can
Yeah.
be very like effective towards your life, whatever.
But to find peace.
Yeah, and understand that like, you know, people do fucked up things, and not so much just like say, hey, you know, deal with it and move on, but in a way it's like so for her to be able to be like, all right, cool, this is what happened to me, this is my story, hopefully maybe I can, you know, use this
for
as
the better good.
right, and
Absolutely.
and not let it eat her up or whatever inside and kind of like ruin her life going
like,
forward.
It's totally a her thing.
Right.
Like it's 100% for her.
Right.
Like finding peace in the situation. She's doing it. She should be doing it for her and not for like because society is telling her like move on.
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah.
Like I'm finding peace within myself. Like so that I can continue living.
Yeah.
Like,
and the only reason why we're kind of bringing this up because I mean at the end of the day, like conversations like this are going to be had regardless of, you know, who the person was, what their status was, how much they mean to people, and it's no way disrespecting either party. Like, and I know that people are gonna say like, you know, bringing up this kind of conversation this soon after somebody's death is like a really like dumbass thing to talk about.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, whether it be a month from now, a year from now, or talking 3 days from when it happened or whatever, you still have to acknowledge the good and the bad that went through that somebody did in their lives and stuff like that, and being able to recognize that, also being able to celebrate the fact that that person did what they did and also became a better person from that
experience.
experience.
And it's not to say we're talking about this in order to bash his name or like
not at all,
or disrespect him in any certain way, but it's just it needs to be talked about.
And I mean, like,
I think the difference is like we're not disrespecting him in a way that's like, oh, like he wasn't shit because he did this. What year is
17
it?
years ago.
17 years ago.
yeah.
It's like we're acknowledging and giving credit to the fact that he's done so much since then. Like, no, it doesn't make up for it.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I think because people get so caught up into the fact that we're talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
but like if you add context to it, like you just did, it's literally like just saying like when you have such a great career, you're gonna have flaws within your. Nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
And we're not. That doesn't justify any of the actions because rape is rape. It's wrong either way you look at it. But you have to take in consideration like either you're gonna make a mistake and let that shit be the downfall of your career and your life,
or
you can do 1,000 things
to make
positive to not so much make up for it because you'll never be able to make up for something stupid like that, but to kind of make amends and at least push positivity
instead of negativity.
Right.
Good vibes only.
Right.
Give good juju.
But with that being said, I mean, I don't want to spend the entire podcast because I mean, I know you guys kind of came here to, you know, maybe you guys wanted to hear our like opinion on it or whatever. But at the end of the day, we still want to make this kind of like a positive place and kind of be able to, you know, like Kylie said, escape from like the craziness and stuff like that that's been going on this week or whatever. So if Kobe meant something to you guys, just understand that like.
Us too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, and
truly an amazing human
the one
being.
thing my mom will appreciate this. It's a pastor named TD Jakes. I'm not like a religious dude or anything like that, but pastors also not outside of speaking in a Bible, they actually give like good life wisdom, advice and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're pretty wise, I feel like.
Yeah, and one thing that I heard him say on the Breakfast Club is that there shouldn't be a reason why we try to find understanding from this. Life will just happen at any point.
Mm-hmm.
And when whoever controls what life we're living or whatever decides that this is the end, then fuck it. There's nothing we can do about it, and there's nothing we can do but try to push forward and push positivity and let the people know that who you love or whatever, that you love them and stuff like that, and you know, just keep trying to make the world a better place one day at a time and stuff. So
I love that.
I like that.
I mean, there's nothing at the end of the day, like you said. I mean, like he said, I meant to say that there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Like at all.
Mm-mm.
Like, and there's as crazy as a shock that was. That literally can happen to any of us.
Oh yeah.
If that helicopter comes out of the sky, the person
You could
under
have been
it,
standing under it.
right?
That could have
Exactly.
been you. Who knows?
Exactly. You could have been hiking in those hills,
Damn.
and there's nothing you can do about it. Which
It
that's just
sounds
how life goes.
depressing, but like
Yeah.
it's just how it is.
That's just how
Oh
life
my
goes.
god! Terrifying, like little detail. But I heard that like when their bodies were found, that he was still holding her.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I don't know how much I trust it, but oh my god!
I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to put that picture in my head.
So sad.
I wouldn't doubt it though.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Also, please, God, please, in the words of Michael Scott, God, please, no, stop sharing false information without looking up the fucking source and if it's true or not. You people that are posting the fucking helicopter that crashed from the sky or whatever, that landed in a desert hill bank or whatever, bro, that was a helicopter that crashed in Dubai in 2018. The people that are saying that like
The one that would like went up, like it exploded.
yeah,
The big smoke.
yeah,
Didn't even look like.
it didn't even look the same place.
No, it didn't even look close.
The fucking hillside was like dirt, and the one in fucking Calabasas is like green.
Yeah.
Please, God, please, dude, please, God, fucking look at the goddamn sources. And then right after that, the same damn day, I see another article. 30 U.S. troops killed in Iraq from 2005.
What the fuck?
2005.
What?
Oh no.
That's the man.
That's so
That's all you
long
see is
ago.
negativity, man. Now I swear.
That's a decade and a half. That's so long.
That's a weird. To
Bro,
think about.
do your fucking research before you fucking put this fault. Because it, like, people may think that's innocent. Like, them being like, oh shit, that's crazy, and then being wrong about it. But the share button is a dangerous fucking thing.
It's
really
inciting
is.
like terror,
Dead ass.
and like it's yeah, it should be illegal. And also, can we stop saying like do your research, because it's not research. You literally click on it. It's the first thing that you see.
Well, I mean, when I say do your research, I mean, first of all, look at the damn date.
Right? I mean,
Please look at the, like, that's the
that-
first thing you should do.
that's literally all.
Check
like,
how old the
almost
article is
all
or
that
whatever.
you need to do
Yes.
is click on it.
Yes.
That it takes literally no effort.
They should pass a law where you cannot put more than 4 words in a headline.
That would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Because, like,
Can you imagine what they would look like though? It would be like
4 words.
it would
It'd
look
be
like a
like-
porn title.
yeah. It'd be like
You're
I
not
can't even
kidding.
make one that's funny.
But yeah, I mean, to wrap this up, our hearts go out to all the victims and stuff like that were, you know, that were lost in the whole tragic situation.
Yeah, and also I feel like I see a lot of people sharing like, can we just acknowledge that Kobe wasn't the only one that died that day? All of these other people died. Nobody gives a fuck about them. 'Cause
Kobe
they
was
ain't
the
rich and
international
famous."
megastar that was involved. He's naturally going to be the one that people care
Oh
about.
yeah, and I doubt like
But I mean, obviously, we all care about everyone else who
Yeah.
died.
Right, exactly.
But like, you can't expect the media not to go
Blow
off.
up
That's
the
the
big-
key word right there,
Yeah.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah,
That's
and I
the-
mean,
That's the name that people are going to click on when
Yeah.
they see it.
and I mean, obviously, we still care about everybody else who died, but like, don't
Definitely.
be that person that's like, you only care about the person because they're famous.
The thing
You know?
that I did notice about all this stuff is that people used Sunday's incident as a way to pick apart everything that somebody did wrong or post wrong or like said wrong or something like that.
Oh, are you
Like-
gonna do the thing? Are you gonna talk about the thing?
The lady, yeah, we'll get in that in a second. But like Hulu put a documentary out for Kobe, like I think it was the very next morning or the night of, but all it was is a collage of coverage that they used the day of
Like news.
the incident
Like the
happening.
new, okay.
And it literally had a logo up there on the top right corner that says like ABC News or some shit like that.
Yeah,
And it's like
like watermarks.
people are like,
this is
"Oh,
all
this
planned.
this is fishy. This something don't seem right. This don't feel like it feels like it was planned or something like that, like Kylie said." And it's like, bro, use your fucking head. If me,
So wait,
listen,
they think because Hulu dropped a documentary that
it wasn't so much even a documentary. It was just
or
like
like
their
collage
coverage.
of all the news
Right.
stuff.
Right. They think that it's like
That they think
Illuminati
it
or
was-
whatever.
Oh my god!
And it's like, if we can put this podcast out the morning after
I'm sure a
we
team
record,
of probably 30 people.
$1 billion company
Yeah,
can put a
easily
documentary
put
out the same
something
night.
out. Oh yeah.
People
Yeah.
are fucking stupid, bro.
I mean, people are not.
They find reasons to be negative.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't think they're like. I mean, this like the timing was really bad, given the night before LeBron literally just passed Kobe for like most.
There was a lot of
points scored.
coincidences.
Too
A
many
lot.
coincidences. So
A
like, I
lot.
don't want to say that like, I feel
Imagine.
like my imagination almost wants to go there, but like don't put
It's
that.
too easy of a thought.
It's the same thing with like sharing shit when you don't really know the information. Like you're inciting like terror in
Right.
people's lives
Right.
for no reason.
Right.
Like just have the thoughts, have a bad dream about it, and then wake up the next day and act like you never had the thought. Okay, that's what we all do. That's what I do.
I think that people should have the thought and let shit develop.
Process the thought.
Not only process it, but just like, let's wait till more information comes out before
Yeah.
we're giving out thousands of
Yeah.
opinions on how we feel about the situation. Everybody's entitled to entitled to a opinion or whatever, but at the same time, like, y'all really be believing the shit that y'all be saying, man.
Yeah.
Like every time somebody major dies, it's Illuminati, it's blah blah blah, it's Freemasons and stuff like that. It's like, bro, people die. Like people, like you
There's-
live
there's-
here and then you go. Like it's gonna happen to everybody,
Yeah.
and not everybody dies by being 90 years old and fucking
Just natural causes.
natural causes.
Yeah.
Like people die in tragic ways. Like helicopters drop out of the sky sometimes. Like
Yeah.
fucking. What's the Fast and the Furious dude?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker,
Like
the
car accidents happen.
That
Like,
was kind of his fault.
I mean, regardless.
Jesus.
I mean, like, but still, like,
Jesus
accidents with the driver's
Yeah.
fault happens.
Yeah.
Like, and for I don't know, it just seems like people like they take the easy route out and use these like fucking conspiracy theories for
Yeah.
fucking trying to like. I guess that's their way of coping. But I don't know. I don't know.
But I mean, nonetheless, our hearts are right there with
For
the
sure.
families, all of the families, Kobe's family, and
For sure.
everyone involved. It's very sad.
Yeah.
We feel very sad about it.
There's a couple
Yeah.
times I'm not gonna lie. I was at work and like I was just listening to certain like different things, whatever, and I kind of like caught myself getting a little choked up or whatever, just hearing
Hell yeah.
the different people talk about it and stuff.
Jesus Christ. Hearing LeBron talk about it, my heart almost, like, just
Sank.
that thing you read me,
Yeah.
I like, no.
His
I
Instagram
can't.
post.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
if
Yeah, I
it
can't.
was LeBron and not Kobe.
Jesus, fuck.
That would be.
I mean, I think it honestly would have the same effect, other than the fact that LeBron is still in. He's still in the NBA right
in
now.
his
Actively.
prime.
It might hit the
Oh my
league
God,
a
I
little
didn't even
harder.
think about that.
And yeah, I don't even put this in the air.
No.
Should
move
we?
on.
Should we?
Let-
Do you have a positive thing of the week?
I do.
I actually want to switch gears real quick because I kind of wanted to like make this official. February 13th,
Yeah.
I will be putting out a sex mix for Valentine's Day.
Oh my
You're doing
God.
it.
Yeah.
Yo,
I did.
Oh.
So my name is Zay.
yeah.
Xavier.
DJ Zay.
DJ Zay.
I'm going to be putting out the third and maybe the final, and I'm not sure if this is going to be final yet. The third version of Zay and Chill. It's like a knockoff of Netflix and Chill. And I'm pretty excited about it, man.
Damn.
For
Pretty excited about
Where
it.
you dropping
So-
it at?
I'm not sure yet.
So wait,
I might even put it on.
Can we
podcast
clarify
feed.
really quick? Because I think if my mom were listening, she'd be like, "Sex tape."
No, not sex tape.
Not sex tape.
A sex mix. As in, like, okay, for you guys that don't know what the hell a mix is, it's when I take a conglomeration of music and just like put it on
On a loop.
yeah.
Like it's like a mixtape.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're listening to the radio without commercials.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just
That's
like
a good
song
way to
after
put it.
song after song. And instead of like, because all right, so I'm not going to do any mixing or anything like that. There's no
Really?
scratching or anything like that. None of that. Because imagine having sex and then
And then
you're
sh-
just like, yeah, like you're, and you're just like, whoa, hold on.
What the
hold on.
fuck
The rhythm
was
just
that?
went
Hold
off. So it's gonna be a nice little smooth transition.
Smooth transitions.
Maybe
yeah.
some beat matching
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, that's all I need.
Have it just blend in from
Hell
one.
yes.
That's all I need.
That's all I need.
Have it blend in from one song to the next, and
I
you know,
love
just
that.
something smooth and maybe something you can keep your rhythm going
Oh
good.
my god.
Maybe I'll cut in and be like,
a little,
can you imagine like a nice song goes
a nice
off?
slow song pops up, and then just out of nowhere, like a more high.
No, I mean like, no, that would be fucking
That
crazy.
would be fucking.
Fucking like a song goes off and you hear me go. Hear me cut in. I hope you guys are enjoying this mix.
Zay's voice just comes out of nowhere.
My recommendation right now is to switch positions because we're gonna get a
Little
new little
freaky.
rhythm on here. It's gonna speed it up a little bit, so this is probably a good time for doggy style.
Oh my god.
Enjoy the rest of the
Oh my
mix.
God.
Ew, that's so
Hey.
rapey.
Good, Matt. I come in and it's like I know my voice is probably the last thing you want to be hearing right now, but we're about to switch it up a little bit.
We're gonna switch it up a
And
bit.
fucking just like Zay's ASMR voice, dude.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Get
This is so
that.
cringe.
30 minutes into the mix,
Yeah.
I'm like, for the 50% of the people that are still getting it in right now, because I know some of you guys couldn't last this long, we're going to switch it up one more time.
Shout
But,
out to y'all,
Oh
by
my
the way.
word.
Yeah, for the people that are getting it in and loving each other on Valentine's Day.
Wait, is this a commercial for Roman?
This is no. It's a commercial for Blue Chew.
Oh god.
Yeah, for the people that are, going to be making some love on Valentine's Day, or just maybe you just want to relax and listen to some music. Maybe you ain't even getting it in. Maybe you just
Listen
want
to
to chill.
some sensual music.
Yeah,
Some
and kind of just
sensual music.
just relax or whatever. Either the 12th or the 13th is when I'm going to be putting it out, but it's definitely going to be within the week of Valentine's Day. I want to get it out before Valentine's Day in case people aren't able to kind of get together for the actual
What
day.
day is Valentine's Day on?
I think a
14th.
Friday.
Oh, really?
I think. Let me double check. What day?
Yeah,
is
it's
Valentine's Day
it's
on
a
this year?
Friday because I requested off the 15th, and that's a
Yeah,
Saturday.
it's a Friday. So yeah, that's something to look forward to.
I have to work on Valentine's Day.
Same.
Fucking sucks.
Didn't you
Yeah.
say you have your inventory that night?
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Exactly.
Oh. See, this is why I'm putting it out the day before Valentine's Day, so
Thanks,
just in case,
dude.
or
This is why I requested off
Yeah.
the 15th.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Perfect. Timing.
But yeah,
And now it's time for breaking news.
shout out to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
What
Yeah.
about him?
They passed a bill or whatever the fuck they call them. So you will now be able to carry an ounce. No, not. I'm sorry, I lied. They did not legalize weed. Take that back. You will now not be ticketed for carrying less than an ounce of weed.
Really?
They are also
Baby steps.
making it so if you've had any prior like misdemeanors for weed related
Yeah.
issues or whatever, they're not going to make you put that on like applications for like a job or for like
That's nice.
getting your license or something like that or whatever the case may be. So
Why does this happen after I stop smoking?
so this is it's not, it's just Cleveland for right now.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's Cleveland, Columbus, Toledo, and one other city has already done this.
Cincinnati?
I want to
No.
say it's
Or
Cincinnati.
Dayton?
Dayton. That's what it
Dayton.
is. Yep. They've done this, and I think it's pretty cool because it's one step closer to kind of like legalizing weed
Yeah.
in Ohio.
That'll be
Which
nice.
just needs to happen.
It needs to
Been
happen
talking
fucking
about it forever,
nationwide.
dude.
Like it, like just we like when you look at other states and stuff like that, and the money that they make off of that and are able to put back into the city is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The
Fucking crazy.
I forgot. I don't know which city it was, but like they did like a test on their sewage
Mhm.
because like when you pee, after you smoke, there's like some chemical in your pee
Mhm.
that you usually not
Right,
in your
right,
pee.
right,
Anyways,
right.
but it was like 50% of the sewage had it in its system
Wow.
God damn.
or something.
That's
It was close
crazy.
to.
Fuck.
It was crazy.
I kind of almost don't find that surprising, though.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because, like, when you legalize marijuana, it just becomes like
All this
a
big
recreational
new thing. Yeah, like,
thing.
Like everyone's
Like,
got to try it.
It just
everyone-
becomes just as good as like smoking a cigarette.
Well, I just mean like everyone drinks for fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, it becomes the same level of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, smoke for fun.
And the only thing that like I can see it being an issue is that maybe you might not want like obviously like there's like businesses and stuff like that want to hire people that are going to be like fucking high as fuck
Yeah.
and like maybe putting themselves at harm's risk because their reaction is not the same.
You're
way.
high as fuck at work. You're doing
Yeah,
something wrong.
it's just like that's on the person.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have a job, especially if you have a high risk job or whatever.
Well, I think there's laws against like
Being high.
being
at work
high at
Yeah,
work,
I'm
just
sure,
like
like,
there is
for sure.
for
If not
being
policies,
drunk.
like at the actual job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that like, other than that, like.
Who's it hurting?
It's the same thing as like drinking.
Exactly.
Actually,
Yeah,
you wouldn't want
literally.
your employee coming in drunk.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
And like, I mean, from pretty much any perspective, to me, like I can't think of like anything like bad that would happen. Like, even from like a conservative point of view, it creates more jobs.
Oh yeah.
It brings in more money for your state.
Yeah.
That, I mean, this is more liberal, but more money for more things.
Yeah.
Like
I know what you
fixing our
Better
fucking roads. Can we not have
infrastructure.
fucking potholes?
Dude, they're fucking
The shit that
everywhere.
pisses me off about fucking potholes is that I'll go up
see
and
a new
down.
one every day, bro.
Not only that, but like I'll go down like timeline after timeline of like Facebook scrolling.
Yeah.
And you see like these videos that pop up, and then you get like a fucking wormhole of videos or whatever, and then they'll one will pop up where it'll be like some fucking city like overseas has found like a way to patch potholes for like the entire winter or whatever, where they don't dig back up or whatever. Or you'll see a video where like they have this big ass machine that's able to like cut out a square where potholes
Perfect.
were,
And where
Yeah.
are we at?
and then just place the new fucking patch right down or whatever in a
Yeah.
matter of like 45 minutes or some shit like
Oh my
that.
god, Ohio.
And it's like, what the fuck are we doing,
exactly.
bro? What are we
We're
doing?
Nothing. We're doing nothing.
You know what they need to do? You know those videos where they're patching shit up with ramen noodles?
No.
You've never seen those
I've
videos?
seen that.
Those shits are great. This chair, if there was like, say this is this table. Say if there's like a big ass hole, wooden hole in this fucking table. They literally take a pack of ramen noodles. Well, sometimes they'll even add the seasoning.
Yeah,
For
sometimes.
whatever the fuck reason.
For some
They'll fucking take
flavoring.
the noodles, crunch them up, put that fucking pack of noodles, the crunched up noodles in that hole, sand that shit down, throw some like hard acrylic over it, and then like sand it down again, and then paint it, and then it'll literally look like nothing
Like
ever happened
nothing
to the
ever
fucking
happened?
table.
It's wild with ramen noodles,
Huh.
Yeah,
and
That's
it's
so
it's
weird.
pretty like it's tough.
It's
not like
durable.
it's.
it's real. It actually fucking they am I too loud?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking hurt my ear.
They literally fix anything with it.
That's so weird.
Anything. This
Dude,
TV could have a fucking hole in the side
ramen
of it, and they
noodles
fix
out
it with
here.
that.
That's so weird.
Saving lives.
Saving lives.
No, but like there's like bad potholes. Speaking of pot,
Jesus.
there's like bad potholes like
Are you good?
on the highway.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
worst.
that's like low
There
key
should not-
dangerous.
yeah, there
like if
should
you
not
hit that
be-
shit going 60, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, there's like an 8-inch deep hole, like going down Route 8 on going 65. Like, why the
Jesus.
fuck is this a thing? Like, there was literally a car pulled over on the side of Route 8
Oh my.
on my way home at 5 o'clock. And of course, the whole highway's backed up because this motherfucker had a flat tire because they hit a giant ass hole. Fill
Dude.
that shit.
So I was on my way home. It was about a car accident, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
no.
Because like what the fuck? It's some crazy shit. But I was on my way home. You guys know where like Swenson's is at?
Yeah.
So there's that light. It's like 4-way intersection kind of.
Yeah. Like if you're going down to the gorge,
Yeah,
kind of?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was coming down the road and I was stopped at a red light. This car comes flying past me. They had the green arrow like the across, like so they were turning left.
Mhm.
Just just hit him
Hit
straight
someone?
on.
And you
Like,
watched
head
it?
on?
I straight up watched it happen right in front of my eyes.
Oh,
I sat,
no.
dude. It was crazy.
You
And
said
it was
head on?
Jesus.
no, not head on, but like it would like so they were
Just
turning
smack
left
the fuck out
and
of
they
him.
just smacked the
Like
shit
T-bone.
out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
And
Ugh.
damn, dude, like
That's
it was a
such
hit and run
terrifying-
too.
Are you for real?
Swear to God, it was like this little blue car and then like a black sedan. I didn't catch the license plate though.
Bro, what the
It's
fuck?
crazy.
Did you stop?
I was already behind a car and he didn't move, so I kind of had to not move.
Oh my god. That's awful. Chad, I don't know what Zay's pulling up, but did you get a new tattoo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's fucking talk about that shit. Is it on your arm?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Are you all ready for this?
Yes.
I think it's peeling right now.
Oh, you got another one. Oh, look, your arm is hairless.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. All right, so
No, it's cool,
show the
though.
camera real quick.
It goes like this.
Oh,
So explain to me what that is.
From anime.
of course it is. That whole arm.
This
is
whole
from
arm is
anime.
literally for anime, dude. I don't know. I just really like anime.
It's fine. It's cool though.
You
I
know,
like it.
I know
I want
that.
one now.
What exactly is it though?
It looks like a hairdryer.
It's a dragon. Hair dryer.
Holy
doesn't
shit,
It
now
look
I
like
see
a
it.
hairdryer. Oh,
Yeah,
I see a dragon
I
now.
don't see a hairdryer, but
Okay, so like that part right there is the handle, and then that part going into the circle is the part that blows the hair out, or the air.
I don't even know what hairdryers look like. So like,
What?
A blow dryer?
oh,
A blow dryer.
a hairdryer?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You just dried your dog with one the other
Oh
day,
my
I
motherfucker.
know, but I don't be looking at hairdryers like, damn, this is really a hairdryer.
You don't know what a hairdryer looks like.
A gun, maybe?
Yes.
I mean,
Literally. Oh my god. You just used it.
yeah. All right. Are we good on breaking news or whatever? I got more, but like we're already closing in on 100.
Real quick.
100. A fucking hour.
100. Kodak Black. You guys know about Kodak Black?
I heard he got transferred. He got he got transferred to another jail because he was like he was in like a shitty spot or something like that. Somewhere in Florida.
He grabbed his correction officers nuts.
You lying? I don't
Swear to
believe that.
God. And the dude had to get surgery.
You lying?
Swear to God.
What?
He fucking would not let go.
I don't believe that.
Swear to God, dude.
Come on, man.
He would imagine like you're the officer, right? And you're just walking into their like Kodak Black cell to like tell him something or whatever, and just
No, you better
dude,
stop. And
he
no,
would
I can't.
not
I
let go
can't.
either, and
I
the guy
can't.
had to get surgery on his
can't.
nuts.
I'm gonna grab your nuts. I got him. I'm not gonna let go.
I can't
Oh
do
my
this.
God.
Oh my god, that's so. Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah. So I also heard that they were like treating him like shit in jail. Like
I probably
like I think I
he
heard
was
some-
he was done with that shit, dude. He's just grabbing people's nuts now.
I was gonna say I thought I heard somebody on like something I was listening to earlier saying that like he was in they were like on New Year's they gave him an empty tray of food or some shit like that.
What?
They were like the officers and they were like harassing him, and now they got like a lawsuit out. His mom like hired a attorney, and now they got a lawsuit out against like some Florida jail or some shit like that. They had to move him like Tennessee or some shit.
Damn.
And she actually was
I
like,
didn't know all that.
she was on like some news site or something like that. Like they were doing like an interview with her attorney, his attorney, and she was talking about how like if he dies in jail, she was gonna kill herself and stuff like that, and like, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna bring up. To be honest with you,
I didn't know about all that. Damn.
Yeah, that's really dark.
yeah, that's fucking
That's
crazy.
fucked up, dude.
Real quick, did you hear Eminem's album?
I never got a chance to listen. Oh fuck.
Music to be murdered by.
Music to be murdered by.
So you know I've been critical of, actually me and Kylie both have been kind of critical of like Eminem.
I'm critical because I love MGK.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean,
Eminem fell off, dude.
Eminem, like, I mean, he was cool. Like, I feel like when I was younger, I was a fan. But like, I don't know, you get older and you just kind of grow out of like a certain type of music.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for me, like,
There's a lot of artists.
I like from what I've heard on his new album, like I like it, but like based on like his newer music, and I mean like the past like 5 years or so, like his music has been
ass.
well, like his music is still like it's 2002.
Like it's still Eminem, but it's not good.
Well, he's not like
Adapting.
moving with the times.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's a different type of rap music that's popular now. And like
oh yeah,
you
Eminem's
can't-
definitely like a lyrical artist.
Yeah, and he's very he just got a certain like tone to his music, which
Yeah.
is fine.
It's
And
not-
I
it's
like but you can't expect every fan of it when like you don't
When you don't
adapt, like you
Yeah,
said.
it's the same thing with Logic. If you guys
People
know
packed a
this.
Barbers Hill school board meeting tonight, fired up over the dress code.
You-
It's a
can
dress
you hear
code
this?
some say is outdated and
racially
So,
insensitive,
I'm playing it
especially
over
when it pertains to one
over the
student who wears
speakers or whatever?
dreadlocks. Marcelo
Over the
Benito
podcast
in
or
Mount
whatever?
Bellevue
So-
with both sides tonight.
Basically, what
Guys, Barbers
This
Hill
is-
ISD hasn't had a school board meeting
Are
in
you
its
gonna pause
history
it?
I
with
read the
more
title.
than 2
What the
speakers.
hell?
Tonight, 16 people spoke up against a hair policy that many say is racially charged.
I get it. You don't understand lots because ain't none of y'all black.
On
Okay,
Martin
bear
Luther
with me
King
here.
Jr. Day,
From
a
State
district
Farm,
that
3 in the
counts
morning.
Texas found itself embroiled in controversy
What are you wearing?
about race,
Jake from
discrimination.
this is not cool.
This is a black and white issue.
The dress code is designed by white
there
people
we
for
go.
white people that is damaging to black bodies.
Activists stood beside DeAndre
I
Arnold
put
and his
closed
family
captioning
as
on
they
for
addressed
chat.
the Barbers Hill
all right.
ISD school board. DeAndre has
I'll
been
explain to you
suspended
afterwards.
and won't be able to walk at his graduation in 3 months unless he cuts his dreadlocks.
DeAndre should not have to go through this. This family should not have to go through this. But I expect that from a school board that has zero diversity.
The district says this isn't about dreadlocks or race.
There is no dress code policy that prohibits
It's
any
like barber
cornrow or any other
something.
method of the wearing of the hair. Our policy limits the
Barbers Hill High
It's
School.
been that way for 30 years.
A handful of speakers agreed with the district and pleaded with them not to make an exception with the rules, but the majority didn't buy the district's explanation.
We're here about DeAndre, but it's bigger than DeAndre. It's about all the other DeAndres that possibly can come through Barbers Hill.
DeAndre's family is hoping his hair doesn't derail a good student's future, and they vow to fight this until the end.
They have 48 hours to come up with a resolution. If not, we're going to take this to federal court.
DeAndre's family tells us they plan to explore a host of different legal options, but at this point, if nothing changes, DeAndre will not be able to walk at his graduation in less than 3 months. We're in Mont Bellevue tonight. I'm Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.
All right, so basically, this is for Chad's sake. The kid
Also, that was like very hard to hear at first.
Yeah, I know, because other shit was playing in the background. I was
Yeah.
really struggling to get it to go away.
Are you gonna
You know
cut
those,
that
like-
out or no?
Yeah, no, I'm not. It is what it is. It's a lot of talking, but fuck it.
We chilling.
Because that means we'll have to cut the video too and like shrink it or whatever. But fucking what ended up happening is a kid with dreads,
Okay.
as you saw.
Yeah.
The school basically has a dress code policy
Okay.
where your hair can't touch can't be lower than your shoulders or whatever. And he usually has his
It can't
dreads.
touch your collar.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what it
What
is.
school is this?
Yeah.
Does that go for girls too?
No.
Literally, we'll get there. So he usually has his hair up like in a ponytail or whatever. And
So it's not actually like touching his collar.
right. And so he wants to like wear it down or whatever because like you should be able to do what the fuck you want to do with your hair.
Yeah, it's your hair.
For his graduation, the school's saying that they won't let him graduate with his hair like that.
And
What?
he can't go to school or he gets in school suspension
Right.
for having his hair touching his collar.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right.
And like all these people are speaking out like this
That's
is like
messed up.
This is racist. Like
Yeah.
this is fucked up
And what-
because
Go ahead.
it's not it's white culture that and my like my grade school and high school was like this too. It's white culture that says that men's hair shouldn't touch their collar.
Yeah.
It's not
Who cares?
everybody. It's white culture.
And then
like
I
and it's
think
not all white people obviously, but like
Is it that big of a deal?
It's
just hair.
What the fuck difference does it make
If
in my
that-
education?
If you let me rephrase this correctly. If you yourself,
It's also not a private school, by the way.
not even a private school,
No.
what the fuck? If
And
you
it's in Texas,
yourself-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me. But what were you about to say, Chad?
Like how you look in any way. Like it could be anything. Why does it matter?
In like his defense, he's like, where did he say his dad was from? I can't remember.
I think he said Trinidad.
Trinidad,
Where's
exactly.
that?
I have no clue.
I should know this.
I think it's an island, honestly.
I think it's an island, probably.
But like,
but
it's part of their
he's-
heritage.
It's a part of his ethnicity and his culture
Mhm.
to have like long hair, to have dreads, and to wear it how the fuck he wants. And the school's like denying him an education.
That's fucked.
Because of his hair.
Because
That's so dumb.
of how his hair looks.
And
Oh my.
so basically, like,
Who's the principal is the real question.
And so
What the
like I'm
fuck?
trying to like look at like the school side and be like, is it like a presentation thing? Like you want everybody to look like upkept,
Like, what's-
so that like it promotes your school's image. But like, who the fuck gives? It's a high school.
That's like
who gives a fuck?
Right. And not only that, but like his dreads are well kept. Like I've seen some dreads where they're like
Bro,
the,
low key, Wayne's dreads are. I'm just saying.
compare like exactly
Compared to Wayne's
compare
dreads, I
those
bet-
two. Yeah, fucking Wayne's dreads are fucking just like they look
They
dirty
look
as
like
fuck.
barf, bro.
Right. And I think that
I mean,
like
even if they weren't,
they're picking
though,
apart like
Even if they weren't well kept,
If they
I
were-
feel like it should still be okay because, like,
yeah,
dude, it's
I
just
mean,
your fucking
it's your
hair.
fucking hair,
Right.
dude.
Who's the principal? Who's the superintendent of this
I know.
place? This
I
is
wanna
ridiculous.
fucking speak
But
to them.
anyways, the kid ended up getting invited on Ellen.
Shout out to
And,
that guy, dude. He deserves it.
Right. And she was basically like she looked the camera dead in the face and she said the exact same thing as you did. She was like, so
Why
do
does this
other
matter?
he was like, do other girls like wear their hair down?
other
And he
Yeah,
was
do
like,
girls
yeah.
wear their hair down. Most girls do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And she was like, so what's the point? And then she also brought up
What's
the fact
difference?
yeah,
like,
and then you could say like shit like this is sexist.
it is
if-
sexist,
yeah.
and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what difference does it make? And what difference does it make? And also, like, your dress code is, if nothing else,
Dress.
in place.
Clothes.
So it's in place to uphold a social norm. The social norm is
What, of 30
women's
years
hair
ago.
is long and men's hair is short.
Right.
And it's outdated, and it's not necessary. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? Like, I don't get it.
But so what ended up happening on the Ellen show is that Alicia Keys ended up coming
Coming
through
out.
with
Really?
a fat ass $20,000 check for his
Damn.
You
for
better
college.
stop. I didn't
For him going
realize
to college,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, which
What
ended up being
the
dope. But with that being said, that school and the council that
Yeah.
Decided that?
believes in that whole like thing that should still be upheld or whatever gets this week's bag of dicks.
Hey,
Bag of dicks.
that was a good
Yeah.
one.
They suck. They fucking suck.
And apparently, like, because of like the uproar that it caused, like all the activism and everything towards it, like the school, like I think the board or something, probably I think they got together and in an attempt to figure out whether or not like it should be upheld.
Yeah.
And like they decided that it should be.
What?
Yeah.
After all that,
Yeah.
On Ellen, he literally
all
said, "If
that
I go back to
negative
school,
feedback,
I'm getting in school suspension."
even if he has his hair up.
Even if I'm pretty sure we're past the point of him like wanting to have his hair up now.
Yeah.
Now
At that point,
Now
it's
it's
like,
making-
you
I'm
don't
making-
want to
I'm making a
conform.
statement.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
don't want to
Wearing
fucking
it down.
conform.
exactly. But yeah, they're gonna get the bag of dicks this week. Shout out to him. I wish I fucking had his name on here or whatever, but I don't, which is my fault. But
What a guy, though.
What a
stand
guy.
up for what you fucking believe in,
Hell
dude.
yeah,
'Cause,
dude.
like he had this one point and he was like, I'm wearing this hair because I want to teach them about like my heritage.
Yeah.
And Ellen was like,
Share your culture, yeah.
Ellen was like, shouldn't they be teaching you about different cultures and shit like that? Because they're the school.
Yeah.
And I thought that was such a great point that she brought up. Because
She's like, they're supposed to be teaching you. You shouldn't have to teach your school things.
Right.
Like, that's
About diversity
fucked
and
up.
stuff like that,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's like, dude, it's just... you know what I love about that, though, is the fact that we're in an era where...
We know that's wrong.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we're in an era where, like, if you're faced with, I consider that discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
If you're faced with something like that, like, of any type, you can, like, be an activist and it can blow up.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I love that about social media because it's, like, it just makes, like, you can just spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and just... I love it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, on to some more positive stuff. Kylie, what you got for this week for your positive
Are you eating into the microphone right now?
thought? ASMR.
Please stop. Jesus Christ. Back up.
What you got for your positive thought this week?
So we're doing this thing now. It's being positive. Basically, I want to bring some light because obviously this episode specifically was a little dark.
A little bit,
Is that a black joke?
Oh my.
Kidding.
Yeah,
Come on now.
That was a good one though.
Oh, well, let me guess.
Jesus
I have a
Christ.
black boyfriend.
Ew, no, I would never say those words ever. I
I have black friends.
I have
Ew, I
black
fucking hate
friends.
that.
I'm actually not racist.
I hate those kind of people. Anyway,
What do you mean, kind of? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
shut up. No, but we do this thing now where we like to point out the positives, the things that are making us happy right now.
Like within the last week?
Within the last week, usually. Like this week, I want to talk about, or I want to tell you guys about, you obviously have seen it, but there's a show. It's called Sex Education. Is it Netflix?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yep.
And
Pretty good show.
the first season, when did we watch that? A few months ago.
I feel like it was like in the summer and going into fall.
Yeah, it probably was like end of last summer, but just such a good show. So funny, but like just so good, and I love it, and I love the characters, and I love the accents, and I just love it. It's about like high school kids, and I don't know, it's just so real to me.
It's like what? So I haven't seen what's that shit that Euphoria?
Euphoria?
Yeah, Euphoria.
I
It's
haven't seen that either.
it's what I think people like kind of like point that out to be, but like less like
Serious?
drug use and
Oh.
like yet less like I don't know, they kind of embrace like they kind of make like high school a meme almost.
Yeah.
But kind of still add like serious aspects of like
Yeah.
growing up and stuff like that and within it.
Yeah, I truly love it. The first season, like I said, came out last summer, and we watched that and finished it, and then they just released like a new season, I think, just this month.
Yeah.
And so we started that, and it's just very good. It's just high school kids, and they're all like, I don't know, sex education in high school is just really bad.
They're all going
Like-
through puberty and shit.
They're all
and it's
going
like,
through
Hormones are on
puberty,
fire
and
and
like kids who like haven't learned about sex should not be having sex.
Of course not.
But they do,
Yeah.
obviously, and
Yeah.
that's why you need to teach them about it before
yeah.
they do that. But like, I love it. The mom is amazing. Characters are fucking amazing.
Yeah,
You fall
it's a
in
pretty
love
good
with
show.
them. I
Pretty good
just
show.
love that show. So
Um,
if you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's
Go
called
do it.
Sex Education.
Yeah.
Both seasons.
Um,
Speaking of shows, real quick, did you finish You yet?
Yeah.
Did you rewatch that
Yeah,
last
yeah.
episode?
I ended up. I thought for some reason.
mind fucking, isn't it?
Wild, right?
Dude,
Mind
what
I
fucking.
know.
the
I think
fuck?
we talked about this last week too, so we
Yeah.
don't have to go into it. But if you haven't watched You,
Spoiler.
You're
alert.
under a
season
fucking rock too.
1 and 2 on
Yeah.
Netflix,
Yeah.
please do.
What you
Like,
rhyming?
Huh?
If you haven't watched You season 1 and 2, please do.
Ooh.
Now say
Fucking
bars.
rapper. Bars.
Bars.
You're officially a rapper.
But if you haven't watched it, do it. Don't be that guy that's like, oh, like I
Everybody's
like to
watching
check
this.
everything. I mean, it's not that good. Like, don't be a
No,
Zay.
it's good. I like that show a lot.
I
actually.
used to be that guy, but I'm starting to
Zay
see both
is
sides of the
always
fence.
You're warming
now.
up on it now.
Yeah. No, like anything now, because Kylie, like, she has a good eye for good TV shows.
Yeah.
Unless it's like some Friends or like Grey's Anatomy or some shit. I
Hey!
refuse to watch that
Hey!
shit,
Dude.
bro.
And that's the thing.
Jay's been
I
making me
know-
watch Grey's, and I'm
You like it? Right.
no comment.
You
It's
like
just
it.
too emotional. Like, why do I want to cry every episode?
It's not. It's.
I think it depends on who you
I don't
are.
even want to
like,
say
you're
it's like
not a
emotional,
crier.
but it's like.
I'll be close.
It's like.
No, but I for real think that if you watch Grey's Anatomy, you would like it. Friends is very.
I don't like Friends, and I
like
White.
Friends.
It's just
Friends
me.
is very white.
I don't like The
it's
Office.
very white.
Get the fuck out of here.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Bro, you
That's
have-
what she
I
said.
don't like The Office, bro.
That's what
I
she
don't
said.
like it.
That's what she
All
said.
right, listen. My positive thing is with all the bullshit that's been going on. It is kind of opened my eyes up to being able to be a little bit more patient with like situations that I get frustrated on and stuff like that. I really had like a little like a moment with myself in the shower this last night, and
We don't
What
want to
kind
hear
of
about
moment?
that.
You talking
Zay.
like
no.
kind of moment,
a little
or
a mental moment
We don't
in the
want.
shower
We don't want to hear
last
about
night.
that, Zay. Keep that.
Did
to
I mention that I
yourself.
was in the shower last night?
Yes, you
Um,
did mention.
And while I was at work, this morning, and kind of like, I don't know, like there's some people that like I'm not gonna lie. So if my brother's watching, dog, you annoy the fuck out of me.
Dude,
but
my
I
brother
love you.
annoys the shit out of me too. Actually,
I mean, my brother is on like a different level because he's one of those people that like he likes to challenge everything like I say or do. So like me and him got into a fat ass argument last year because not even last year, the year before, it's 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2018, because he was like trying to dog me for not hanging my clothes up every time I wash them. He was like, men hang their clothes up. Like, men do this. You're not a man or something like that if you don't.
Is that what he was saying?
Yeah, he was basically saying like you're not a man if you don't hang your clothes up. And I'm like, so you mean I can go to work, I can pay bills,
I can have a full-time ass job,
I can do everything in the world that involves being a man, but that one thing because I
makes
don't
me
hang my
not a
clothes
man.
up, I'm not a man. And like it's just petty shit like that me and him like always find ourselves like bickering and arguing about. And like even with that, I kind of like I don't ever want to be in a situation where like I'm facing a life or death situation and I have to like spend those last seconds of my life looking back like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to say whatever to whoever or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I don't care about you, then that's great. I'm not gonna stress my life about keeping people around that I know are gonna be more detrimental for my health, my mental health or whatever. But at the same time, like if I have love for you, if you know, if you're an important person in my life, I just want to like make sure that, you know, you give those people their flowers while they're here and stuff like that. Like
absolutely.
My mom texted me after the whole Kobe thing happened or whatever, and you know, there was just kind of like a moment of us texting back and forth. Hey, I love you. Like I just want to let you know that, you know, you know, she's let me know that like, you know, how much she cares about me and stuff like that, and just a back and forth thing.
It's one of
just
those things. It's like a sad moment or a sad thing happens, and then it's like, now I want to show my appreciation.
Yeah, but like
it really makes you realize.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be like a like when you know, like people get drunk and they're like, oh my God, I just love you so much and stuff like that, and then you're sober and then you're just back to normal life. Like I want to still like
you want this to last.
Yeah.
Don't be weirded out if you leave and like one night I'm just like, hey bro, love you. Like, you know,
dude, sometimes you gotta kiss your homies goodnight.
That is not going to happen, Chad.
Why not?
Not at all.
Good night.
But I don't know. I just feel like I should.
You don't kiss your homies, bro?
You don't kiss your homies goodnight, homie?
Yeah. You, Kylie. I want to make sure I say this. Kylie, yeah, you're my homie. Fucking, I make that for the people listening. I got to make sure they know who I'm talking to. That's why I said your name. But yeah, I just want to kind of just you know, do a better job at letting people know that, you know,
is that your hooray?
I care for them. Yeah.
Is that your positive thought? I'm not trying to steal that podcast. I said that last week, but they call it a hooray, so it's just I'm not stealing it.
I get it.
It's in my head, and I didn't mean to spill. I didn't. Yeah.
Chad, what you got?
What's your positive thing? No, not your hooray.
I mean, it was a pretty normal week. I mean, same as last week. Just chilling. Life's going good right now.
Just kind of like appreciating life and stuff.
Yeah, just appreciating where I'm at. What
just
I've been
happy
doing.
day to day.
Just happy every day.
Good.
You know? No stress ever.
That's good.
You know what else I'm happy for?
What?
I'm happy about the dogs.
What about them?
I don't know, like.
You're just grateful for them?
They're just cute.
Yeah.
And fun.
Like, there's a lot of times my dog's Zaylee frustrates the fuck out of me. Like, a lot.
Well, of course, that happens with
dogs.
Any
Are
dog
stressful, man.
She's just a fucking ball of energy all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like won't.
And she like doesn't stop. Like,
damn.
But like last night and like tonight and like the other night when she was at work or whatever, like I put a cover on top of her over Sadie.
Yeah.
And like she's just like sitting there laying under the covers or whatever, and she got up and then like she was like sitting down. And she started like the blanket like draped on her, and then she like was like yawning and shit like that, like a little fucking
that's like adorable
child or whatever. The pictures I sent you.
Oh my God! Look, it's my background.
Yeah. Yeah. That
oh my gosh!
Isn't that the cutest thing?
And then like last night, like Zaylee comes running at the door whenever I get home from work or whatever, and she's like tongue out, fucking just jumping all over me. It's like excited to see. Tonight, fucking Sadie's usually the chiller one of the two, and like she's kind of like, yo, what's up, dog? And like comes over and like lets me pet her or whatever, and then like just kind of like walks away and just goes to lay down. But tonight really she kind of just like Tonight she kind of just like wanted to play around a little bit and stuff like that, and it takes a kind of like a day and turns it to like I'm glad I'm coming home to
Yeah.
be appreciated. Like,
Definitely.
even if it's not like Kylie, because you know she hates me and shit. She beats me on a regular.
Yeah, whatever.
Kidding.
No, you know what I've found to be like
I'm
super
kidding.
helpful for me?
I'm gonna see a bruise on your arm like 3 days from now.
Jesus Christ.
I fell down the stairs.
Yeah, whatever. I don't beat him. Jesus Christ. No, what I found to be like super helpful is like I get real stressed about work. We all know this.
Oh yeah,
this
I
is a
bet.
fact. But
Team.
what helps me a lot is like when I'm not at work, like doing the things that like I thoroughly like enjoy and that like thoroughly make me happy. And then when I'm at work, going to work and talking about the things that I did while I wasn't
Yeah.
at work. So therefore, like, my mind isn't on work all the time. Like, because I find myself, like, most depressed when I'm upset about work while I'm at work. And then I come home and I'm still upset about work at home. And then it's a never ending cycle of just, like, thinking about it and just being overwhelmed about it. And, like, just the days that you're not at work or, like, just literally as soon as you step out the door.
I was gonna say, like,
think about literally anything else. Anything else.
That's why you ask me, like, sometimes, like, I'll literally drive home without any music.
I've been doing that lately,
like,
actually.
She'll come home and, like, every light except, like, the living room light will be, like, off.
Yeah.
And no TV or whatever. And there are times where, like, I literally have to sit down and just have
quiet.
nothing going
Just
on.
some nice peace and quiet.
Like,
Yeah,
literally
absolutely.
a pin drop on the carpet. You can hear that shit quiet.
Yeah.
Because it's really good to just, like, not think for a second.
Yeah, it's like really relaxing.
And it's just like for just like mental health and stuff like that, it's good to just like sit down and just like really be able to rest your mind and stuff and just like not think about, if you're listening to music, oh shit, what's the next lyric, or the TV, like, oh, I hate this commercial, or like the fan.
It's almost like meditating, like focus on your breathing.
Yeah. And I don't know, it just like, even if you're scrolling through fucking Twitter or whatever, like, you may see something that pisses you off or whatever, but like, at least you're doing it in a calm setting where it's not like eating you up or whatever, because you're not stressed about other shit.
Like, when you take away like something, like when you take away like sound, like it's so calming. Like, even if you're still looking at, like, even though you're still scrolling through your phone, like when it's quiet, it just like.
That's why they have like
so,
sensory
like, calming.
rooms.
Yes, it's like a sensory thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, and I feel like we live our lives like so like in sensory overload. Like, there's always music playing.
It's always
there's
a screen in your
always
face.
a screen in your face.
Yeah.
Like, it's always something. We can't even drive a car without like blaring music, or like, I mean, people who are on their phones when they're driving. It's like, come on, like.
Well, that's dangerous as hell.
Put it down, like.
I'm sure that's why there was a freaking accident.
I'm sure.
I'm not gonna lie. Kylie knows this. I will literally like argue with you to put your phone down.
I don't like being in the passenger seat.
Until I'm in the driver's seat. I'm just like, hold on, let me check it real quick.
Hey,
but honestly, since I got this watch, I'm not gonna lie, I've not done that as much. Like, I don't find the need to pick up my phone as much.
Yeah, but if you're driving and you're distracted on your watch, it's the same thing as
but
being
it's
distracted
easier for
on your
me
phone.
to hold my hands up on the wheel and just like peep down. It's the same thing as if I were like checking like the
Yeah, I
fucking
mean, I guess
speed or
it's a
whatever.
little bit less dangerous, but it's still like.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
But
don't distracted drive.
Yeah, that's a weird way to put that.
That was a weird way to put that.
Don't distracted drive.
Don't
drive distracted.
Yeah, there you go. Chad, we forgot to answer last week's riddle of the week. Please tell us again what it was.
Last week's riddle.
Oh my god, forgot about that.
So, what can you hold in your right hand but not your left?
Your right hand.
Your right hand.
It's your left hand.
Wait, say that again.
What can you hold in your right hand?
Your left,
but not your left.
Yeah, your left.
Your left.
We knew what it was. But like,
yeah,
we just said the wrong one.
There we go. Do you have one for this week?
I do.
Hell yeah, you do.
The more there is, the less you see. What is it?
The more there is, the
Don't
less you
answer it.
see.
I'll give you a little hint. We may have talked about it on this podcast.
The more there is,
Don't
the
answer
less you see. Wait, we talked about it.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh. I know what it is.
I think I might know what it is too.
I think I know what it is. All right, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
All right.
I definitely
Next
got this
time
one.
on East Park
If-
Podcast.
If my answer isn't right, it's also an answer that you could use for this.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. Me too.
All right.
I'm feeling that way too.
Okay, maybe
like,
we got the same thing then.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
I'm excited to stop this podcast now.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it.
So wait, if you tune in next week for nothing else,
Please
tune in just
listen.
to hear this riddle, please.
Listen, you can just
but
press
also,
play,
Yeah.
wait an hour and 15 minutes, and then
Damn.
unmute it.
Then
Keep it
unmute.
playing, but just unmute it.
Yeah.
Go wash the dishes or like do laundry, and then unmute
Yeah,
it.
yeah, set an alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But also, I think the content was really good.
think the
so I
content
mean,
was good.
I'm just saying,
also
if they don't
listen
do
to
anything
it.
else. If at worst case scenario, if
Just
we
listen
suck
for the riddle.
and you just love Chad's riddle of the week,
You are perfectly valid for that. Honestly, you can do that.
but
It's
you're missing
fine.
out on a lot.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
More than just a lot.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good week.
Yeah.
It was a good episode.
Next week, we're gonna hopefully, if nothing else happens, if nobody else dies.
Jesus.
God, knock
Hey,
on
knock
wood.
on wood.
Yeah,
Dude.
knock on
oh my
fucking wood.
God. Hey,
Ew,
that's
Zay, fuck you.
Saw that? Had to tap the dick a couple times. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. If barring another tragic incident or something like that, we're gonna try to have a little bit more fun.
I just realized we didn't even play a game.
I know, and that was on purpose.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we
There's
had
too
to
much
rush
I had a
stuff
shit
about.
more stuff to like bring up, and maybe I'll push it to next week or whatever. But we're running out of time here, so. I know I keep saying this every week, but as we get closer to a year, we're gonna come up with some kind of giveaway for you guys. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. We got 7 more weeks to kind of figure that out, and hopefully when we get down to like 5, I'll figure something out and then start
Oh,
pushing.
you have me. So because you said 7, I was like, wait, isn't it 9 weeks away?
Is it?
Yeah, because this is 43, right?
You're right. I don't know what the
So
fuck I
9.
was talking about. Once we get down to like 5, I'm gonna start pushing out like information as far as like how you can enter to win, so to speak, or whatever.
So stay tuned.
Maybe it'll be kick off some merchandise. I don't know yet. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming up. Me and Kylie got a vacation to prepare for.
Ooh. Where does that fall in terms of what's 9 weeks from now? Oh, it'll only be.
Yeah, it'll be way before.
Oh, okay. Just making
Yeah.
sure. I was like,
I think did we start on the first week of March?
I thought it was like April something.
It might have been the first week.
April 4th.
Yeah, no, we did the practice ones in
Yeah.
March, and then April was when we
I remember I made all those those promo videos,
yep,
and
yep.
then they all said April 4th.
Yep. With that being said, though, also, go
thank
ahead.
you guys.
We appreciate
Seriously,
you guys if you're sticking around.
For what?
thank you for
Just
listening and
listening.
supporting.
Man,
Just
I'm just
love
kidding.
them. Fuck you.
Fuck them kids.
No, for real though, like we wouldn't be here talking for an hour in a basement if it weren't for you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you, and we
Also-
love you.
Also, yeah, I was literally just about to say that was my also. We fucking love you guys. Please, if you're in headphones or whatever, and somebody that you love is sitting beside you, tell them that. Give them a hug.
Tell them.
You never know when it's gonna be the last time you see them or whatever.
Spread the good vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I love
always.
you too.
Thanks, man. Love you guys.
So, with that being said, my name is Xavier.
My name is Xavier.
The not so bad Xavier.
I love you, Bella. Take us away.